Okay, so I want to demonstrate in InDesign now how to use the terms and what they mean by just creating a document, regular document, letter size, it doesn't really matter. I'm just hitting OK. And I just want to have a document to work with so I can show you some things. I'm going to grab the type tool, okay, and then type a couple sentences. Okay, we are learning about typography this week, and as well as using the control panel to adjust character and paragraph options. Okay, so that's 2 sentences, and from here what I want to do is just change the font, and I can do so in the control panel, as I was saying. This is the control panel right here. It has the name of the typeface, Minion Pro, and I can change it by using these little arrows. And there's Mesquite. It's kind of hard to see unless I make it bigger, which the font size is right next to the name, and you can use the arrows. These arrows increase the font size or decrease it, and then this here is the drop down menu on the side. So if I want to jump up to 72 points, the default is 12 points for most applications. Like if you open up Word, it's usually 12-point font that it starts with. And just to give you an idea of how much 12-point font is, 72 points, which I just adjusted this to. I'm going to put it into preview mode so that we can look the document as if it were printed on an 11.5 or 8.5 by 11 paper. So this is how big 72 points is, and it means that the height of a letter, like this T for example, is 1 inch. So basically 12-point font would be, let's see, 72 divided by 12 is, that's 6, so like 1/6 of an inch. And we use points instead of inches because inches get kind of complicated. There's a lot of decimals when you break it down. When you break down an inch into like 12-point font, for example, I can't remember what they said in the book. I'm going to just verify. Oh yes, I remember. Okay, so for example, 5-point font, if I bring this down to 5 points, which they don't even have on here, 5-point font, it's almost illegible from here. Let me zoom in, Control plus or Command plus plus plus. 5-point font is over here, and it is approximately 0.069444 inches. That's a lot of decimals. So that's why we don't deal with inches when talking about type. We deal with points. Now, I don't think I've ever used 5-point font. It's really, really tiny. I guess you'd only use 5-point font probably for the fine print on some label, like the warning, choking hazard, blah, blah, blah. Even with business cards, I usually don't go past 7. 6-point font is already very, very difficult for most people to read. And of course, it depends on the font. You would definitely not want to be reading this Mesquite in 5-point font. It's just a nightmare. So, something to be aware of. So, I'm going to zoom out here and then change the font to something a little more palatable. Let's see. How about Myriad, which I'm pretty sure is the Apple font, like I was saying earlier. I'm going to change it all so it's consistently at 24 points. And one thing that is a nice shortcut, because to highlight the text and then go up to the control panel is faster than going over to my panel options off to the side on the right.